Boo was sick. He was hospitalized. He was extremely stressed out. Boo was stressed to capacity that he ended up in the hospital. Oh my goodness, I came to do a review of the video that Boo put out today, where he further broke down what transpired in his marriage up in Ayaso. And ladies and gentlemen, I said I was not going to make another video right now regarding these folks, but for some reason I've got to come out and say something. When I listened to Boo, I could feel the pain oozing out the man's heart. His heart is broken. You cannot store up all this pain and this suffering inside. You have to come out and talk. If he doesn't come out and talk, he would explode. He would get a nervous breakdown. You guys really understand that? Talking is liberation. Just the fact that you know that you have an audience who is going to come out and listen to you when you talk is liberation, is freedom. It helps to ooze the pain out of his heart. And according to what Boo is saying, she poisoned him psychologically, emotionally, according to Boo, allegedly. That woman has had a hold on that man. That man could not get over that woman up in Ayaso. Wow. When I listen to Boo, me not lie. Me cry. Water come up me eye up in Ayaso. You think it's easy to know that you love this woman, and this woman is not even at your side when you took sick and went to the hospital? And ladies and gentlemen, I could feel the pain, because you know why? I had a similar experience. You see, when we truly love somebody, we put we all up in a yasso. We put we all. Like me personally, me can't love halfway. Me either love you or me not love you up in a yasso. And it seems as though Boo is just like me. He loves with everything. He puts everything in the basket. So when the basket breaks, he breaks too. Guys, can you imagine what this gentleman, this senior, I would call him senior, I respect him, had to endure? And beside that, having to see on the internet that this woman is pregnant so fast, their divorce wasn't even finalized for another man, a younger man, who knows nothing about how she got the immigration status in America. My goodness, it's not easy when you love somebody. You love hard. Boo love that woman hard. This woman seemingly wasn't even paying the bills. Boo was taking care of everything, apparently. Boo loved her more than she ever loved. I don't know if she ever loved him. Because love don't die. When you love somebody, you would have sympathy for them. You would respect them. According to what Boo is saying, that woman has disrespected him at all costs. And according to Boo, she forced him out of the marriage. I'm quoting Boo here. And Alicia gave us the impression that, oh, he filed for divorce the first time. He filed for divorce the second time. Boo gave reasons why he filed for the divorce. Disrespect. And he was about to walk out of the marriage. And his sister is who counseled him and said, listen, give it another try. Boo sought counseling. And instead of Boo, Alicia changing for the better, according to Boo, she changed for the worse. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. A man made me end up in the hospital already, you know. because my heart was totally in love with this man up in Ayaso. And when me there on my hospital bed, I suffer. I think about the love of my life, how much me love this man here. Me there inside of there, I struggle to get over him emotionally, psychologically, because he had a strong grip on me. That's how much me love this man. And what happened? I'm hearing that he is driving the woman in the very car that I used to drive to go to school to teach. I'm just saying up in a yes, so. These things can really mess with your psychic. And if you don't get therapy and psychological help, it can sink you in a deep depression, and it will take a lot of time and a lot of medical help, psychologists, psychiatrists to help you get over these situations. People on the internet and I drag the man and I say, oh, the man this and the man that, he old and he have no right to be coming out and talking about Alicia. That is not right. The man is a human being. He has a heart just like Alicia. Alicia came on the internet and cry and say what the man did to him and how the man hurt him. But the man has a heart as well. He hurts, he has feelings, and he has a right to come on the internet and express how he feels. It's a form of therapy for him. Let me use my situation here. When I was hurt and I ended up in the hospital because of heartbreak from someone whom I was in love with, the psychologist said to me, Clara, you cannot force people to love you. He moved on, you have to accept it. Accepting that that man had moved on from me, hardest pill I had to swallow. I could not get over it. And I understand what Boo had to go through. I understand. It takes a while before a person can really get over these things. I'm telling you guys, even to this day, it's been 14 years since my last heartbreak. I have not fallen in love with anybody. I have remained single. I've not slept with anyone in the last 14 years. I've just been living for God. I turn around my life to God 360. And this is what heartbreak does. And I said, if I can't find somebody who truly loves me 360 the way God loves me, might as well as me stop singing up in a yes. I want to use this opportunity to big up Ram the trucker. Ram, you like a brother to us on the internet who were confused, who needed clarity regarding this matter, and who wanted to find out Boo's side. You helped to instill in Boo the courage to come out. I listened to Boo today, and Boo sounds very strong and confident in that video. He's getting stronger and he looks very good. He's taking good care of himself. When you would have gone through all that you would have gone through, and you have come back stronger, it tells me that that situation didn't come to kill you. It came to bring out the best in you and to show you how strong you really are. The best thing that could have ever happened to Boo after this whole breakup, this whole mess, this whole public embarrassment, is to come back on YouTube. That is the gift that the universe has granted unto Boo. And thanks to Ram the trucker for helping to make this possible. God used Ram to help Boo come back on the internet. Boo did not come back on the internet to stir up any mess or drama, in my opinion. He simply came to do what my psychologist had told me to do when I ended up in the hospital in 2011 from a heartbreak. Claron, you need to find an outlet. You're keeping everything inside. It's killing you. You need to find an outlet where you can express these things. Find forum, write about these things, express these things. And at that time, I chose Facebook. And I would say forever, God used Facebook to help me on my healing journey. And now my Facebook community is very supportive to me. After 14 years, they're still there cheering me on because they have seen what I've been through and how God has helped me in that 14-year period to be the woman I am today. Strong, resilient, God-fearing, using my testimonies and my stories to help others, you name it. Likewise, God has used Romram and other bloggers to bring Boo back on YouTube so that he can use the platform as his therapy sessions in order to help him on this healing journey. You know who is the real hero here? Boo, in my opinion. It takes courage to come back on the internet in spite of all the lies and the propaganda that was told about you. I'm just saying up in a yes song. I am just saying. Guys, here is a perfect teachable moment. I want you not to mock Boo. I want you to stop criticizing him. I want you to stop discriminating against Boo because of his age. He has the right to express himself. Let him talk. We are not foolish. We can analyze, we can decipher, we can pick up if he's not speaking the truth or if what he's saying is conflicting to the other side. I'm just saying up in a yes so. Just let him come out and talk. Leave him alone. It's a perfect teachable moment. Everybody needs support. Alicia has a bigger crew over there supporting her. Boo needs a support system as well. Because when you have loved somebody the way he loved that lady, and everything just blew up in his face like that, he needs an audience. He needs... I personally believe that Boo can use his channel and have a segment on it where he talks about how men in general can spot red flags when women have something up their sleeve. They don't truly love them but want to use them to accomplish their goals. He can educate men, right? I'm just saying up in here. So Boo can be a huge inspiration to so many men. Why is Boo the fittest person to do it? Because he lived it. He is the blueprint. Experience is the best teacher. You can't have all that experience and waste it and don't do anything about it. Actually carve out a little spot on his channel where he serves as an inspiration to other men who would have gone through the same woman and who have been blindsided to the point where they weren't able to detect the red flag. And he can teach them. He can first identify the red flags and teach other men how to identify them and how to walk away before they become the next victim of women like these. Not a perfect teachable moment. You know, the tendency, especially within our Black community, is for men to hide their emotions and don't feel the pain. They delay the pain for a later date. And so what happened, that is why you have so many broken men in our Black community, because they were told that if they cry, that shows a sign of weakness, or if they feel the pain or talk about what is really affecting them psychologically and emotionally, that they would be deemed as weak men. That happening, that affecting Boo, because Boo, it seemed as though, may not have been talking to others about his experience with Alicia, his pain, and so he buckled it up inside to the point where the stress took a toll on his body and landed him in the hospital. And so it is important for us to remember that men do feel pain. The tendency is for us to believe that men should not feel any pain. They have the right to feel every ounce of pain. Once they can feel that pain, they own the pain. That is the only how that they can truly begin to heal and become whole again. I'm speaking from the perspective of someone who has had to have psychologists help me get over a heartbreak, using some of the tools that was handed down to me to share in my video. So in essence, when Boo comes out and share his pain about his heartbreak, the relationship, the things that happened that really forced him out of the marriage, allegedly, based on what he said, what he's doing, he's actually empowering other men and women as well. Even women can learn some of these lessons and have these teachable moments as gems. They can use them as gems to prevent themselves from falling into the same trap. So in a way, God is using Boo's story to shed a light, something that a lot of people don't talk about, where men become the victim in a love situation, or should I say a fraudulent, allegedly fraudulent romance situation. Most of the times you will hear that women are the victim, but men are victims as well. And so we have to give them that grace. And I know that some women, they may like, oh, you know what? Men this, men that. I was hurt numerous times by men. But does that mean that I'm going to say that whatever happened to Boo, he deserves it? Absolutely not. You can't generalize a situation like this. You can't put everyone in the same basket. No, 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 no. Your character speaks volume of the choice that you make. And if somebody hurts me, does that mean that another woman who hurt a man, that should be okay? If we say that is okay, that speaks volume of our character. I'm just saying up in a so. It speaks volume of the very core of our being. So the second video that I made about Alicia and Boo, how everything is a hot mess, where I broke down the whole situation. Some of you applauded me for my analysis. I want to say to God be the glory, praise and thanks. Thank you so very much. But I want to address some of the persons who come under my comment and said, oh, life must be really hard. You need to go find a job and all this sort of thing. Why are you talking and blogging about this girl? This girl is a public figure. She has impacted my life, she and Boo. You could analyze and discuss any content that is already in the public domain. Nothing is wrong with that. To some of you who are saying that I need to find a job, I have a full-time job. Yes, please and thank you. I am not a lazy person. I am very, 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 very hard working. I don't rely on the internet to pay my bills. This is laughable, for real. Up in the so you guys really don't know me. But you know what? I am thick skin. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get under my skin because God is using me to come out and speak the truth. Yes, please and thank you. And guess what? My skin is thick. So bring it on. I am not even going to pay you any mind. But I just decided I'm going to raise this to let you guys know you're wasting your time up in ISO. Somebody also said that, oh, you're not a blogger. I am not a blogger. I have had over 1 million views on the channel. You may go and check and say, oh no, she doesn't have 1 million views. I deleted most of the videos because I used to be blogging about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and doing teachable moments with them and so forth. I don't discuss them anymore, so I deleted the whole set of videos. Even if you delete those videos, YouTube is still going to show you in the studio how much is your lifetime views. My lifetime views is 1 million views before Alicia. And that's because I deleted all those content because I'm trying to pivot the channel and try to keep it away from television personalities. You know what I mean? Now and again, I might try to go back and if there's a teachable moment about 1 or 2 of them, I was trying to bring it because my focus is really the teachable moments, right? So listen, if you don't know anything about me, just be quiet. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm an author. I've authored 2 books. I am a singer-songwriter, gospel singer-songwriter. Yes, please and thank you. And I don't have to tell you the rest. Okay, I'm a trained teacher by profession. If you follow me on Facebook or whatever, you know who I am. So I don't have to come and give you my whole resume up in a song. I know who I am, okay? And I am a very humble person. I love analyzing, critiquing. I like to find teachable moments and life lessons in real life situations. And as I shared with you, what make these 2 people superior to whom I should pick to do my teachable moments, the lessons I've been able to learn and salvage from their situation and from their story. Come on now up in ISO. Give me a chance. Let me blog in peace. Okay. Here is my teachable moment and my encouragement to Boo. Boo, I really do believe that you need to seek, I don't know if you have already done that, but you need to seek some psychological help in order to get through this thing. Because first of all, you said you still love Alicia, which I do believe, and you also say you would always have love for her. No, you need to reach that place in your mind where when you ever see her again in the future, you would just see her as somebody who was and move on. Like now I look at some people, I'm like, okay, I almost lost my mind over you. That was then. And now when I look at you now, you don't even want my time. You didn't even want my nerve cells. So this is the person I was really stressed out over or ended up in the hospital for. Oh my goodness. But you can only see it after you would have already been healed. Looking at her, it doesn't even move me. It doesn't make me feel angry. It doesn't make me feel like, okay, I've missed out. I've lost a good person. No. That person is just that person. It's not the person whom I was stressed out about years ago. You understand? And as a matter of fact, I have moved on. God has helped me to move on to a higher level of thinking that that person, if I have to choose all over again, I will never choose that person. In order for you to get to this point, you need psychological help in order to get over. So the psychologist has got to get into Boo's mind. He has got to sit down with a psychologist or a therapist, get into his mind and flush out everything and help him to really get to accept loss, heal from the pain, and move on from the situation. I'm just sitting up in here. So listening to Boo, I realized that Alicia did not deserve Boo. And some of you might come in my comment section and laugh and say, what do you mean Alicia didn't deserve Boo? Alicia is younger, she's this, she's that. No. Beauty and having a good business mindset and all of that have nothing to do with the whole equation. It's all about character, as Boo said. If your character warped, messed up, you don't even want a penny. But stale bread has more value than you. I'm just saying up in here, so. I'm just saying up in here, so. I'm just saying. Boo seems to be the one with integrity. If you don't have integrity, you have nothing. You could be pretty as a queen. You could be the most business savvy person. It means absolutely nothing. Integrity and character, you don't have those, it's like you're nobody. It's like you're nobody. So right now, the person who has more appeal in this situation is Boo. Although he's older, he's coming out, he's telling the truth, and now his heart has been shown to the world. He's not deceiving anybody. He's coming out and he's telling the truth. What is more admirable than somebody coming out and telling you as it is without deceiving you? I'm just saying up in there. So thank you for watching, and remember, no matter what you do, never try to put out another person's light in order for you to be able to shine. God bless you.